Hi everyone, my name is Manjunath and welcome to this React for Beginners series. And in last video, we have ran this particular React project, which is not doing many things. It's just making sure that React is running properly and we'll be able to see this particular output. And in this particular coding also, we just change the server port so that we'll get to make it run on server port 3000. So let me just close this particular thing and this is one basic React project structure. Node modules means it will include all the packages. It will include React itself. We never touch this particular folder. And usually when we share the project to GitHub or somewhere else, we just make sure this never goes inside it. And whenever you want, you can just type npm I and it's going to come back again if you delete it accidentally or something like that. And in order to govern this particular file, we have something called as package.json, which is going to show us more details about our project. It will show what is our project name and it's going to tell which command is going to run whenever we run something using npm command. So last time we have run npm run dev. It's going to make sure it is running a wait command in the terminal so that we'll be able to run our server. So other than that, it is going to show us a build lint and all that we'll learn later if we needed. But another thing is dependencies. It's going to show as a React and React DOM because this is React project. We will require React and React DOM. If it is some other project, we won't be having this React and React DOM. We'll have something else. And all these are dev dependencies, which is by default installed. We don't have to do anything in it. So, and this is wait config where we have changed the server and all. And this package log.json is normal file which comes with this package JSON. We don't have to do something else. And ESLint config, all those things are like really advanced things which we can learn some other day in some other course. And public folder is going to give us one public directory where we can put any kind of static images and all. And if you click on src, it's going to show whole bunch of files. And in this particular React project, entry point is main.js and it's going to create one element named root, which we can see in index.html, where it has one ID named root. Same thing is being called in main.jsx root, get element by ID root. If it is something else, you can change its name here, but at the moment it is root and it's going to render this particular app in our root. So if you just see import statement, import app from app.jsx, we can see some things here that exactly is being ran here. So let me just go here and Control A and erase everything so that nothing is running at the moment. So let's just start typing React component, one simple React component. So I just realized that you couldn't see that wait config file. I just make sure I'm on this side. Now you can see there is wait file and packet.json and packet.json if you haven't seen it already. So let me just close this particular thing and we'll start writing the app.jsx. So now we'll just type export default function and we need to name this particular function as app. Actually, it's called as React component. And in this particular React component, if I just type return and if I put something like h1 hello world and save it, it's going to show hello world in this particular page. And it is going to have some stylings. That is because there is index.css. I'll just remove everything in this particular file. And now you can see hello world plain and neat. Once that is done, we can try to type something else here. Let me just put p tag and here I'll tell I am Manjunath Shenoy. And if I just save it, it's going to give some big error. And if I go here, it's also going to tell some error. Don't worry about it. Errors are common in all kind of development. You don't have to much worry about it. Let's just focus on solving this particular error. And it's going to tell saying adjacent JSX element must be wrapped in enclosing tag. So what we can do is we can directly cut this particular entire text and we can put one div and we can just paste it here. Now error should be gone and we should be able to see everything. That's because one React component, that is the main component, it should have only one parent to be returned. So you can't return multiple divs. So in order to avoid this particular problem, we can just put one tag without any kind of name inside it. So it's just empty tag, or you can call it as fragment also. So once that is done, we can style little bit more so that it will look little better. So now we can see here is just one empty tag, and you can put anything you want inside it. You can put something like one div, and now you can put another div also, so there won't be any kind of problem. Here I can type something like h2 follow me on Instagram, and if I just save it, now we can see hello world and follow me on Instagram, everything properly. So that's how you can create one simple React component. And there is other way to create the component also. So if I just comment everything here, that would be, I can directly type function name, function app, and I'll just start to write this particular function, return h1 hello world, and I'll just save it, but it's not going to display anything because we didn't export this particular function. So I'll just type export default app, and if I just save it, now it's going to show you hello world project properly. Next, another method to create the component. Yes, so many methods are there for creating component. I can just type const app is equal to, and I can put one arrow function here, and here also I can put return, and I can type something like h1 hello world, and I can save it, and here we can directly type export default app, and I'll just save it, and it's going to show us hello world only. So it's up to you which syntax you want to follow. Any syntax is fine. When you are searching online, if you came across something like this or this or this, it doesn't matter. You can write it in whatever the way you want to write it. I usually try to keep this particular syntax because I am not doing anything advanced in this particular project. So I'll just comment this particular thing out, and this will be the project, and this is how it is going to look. So in next video, we'll be working on more components and we'll be trying to import it into this page, and we'll be doing whole lot of steps. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this particular video. And if you have any questions, just put it in the comment box and I'll reply you there. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.